Arena, there was this game that released called Advance Wars 1+2. So Nintendo is trying to bring back some of the lesser known franchises to say, hey, do people actually like this series? They did this with Pikmin, it was pretty successful. They did this with Advance Wars, and yeah, that's the problem. They're now trying to bring back Endless Ocean in the old style of Paper Mario. I think Paper Mario will sell pretty well, but again, I think people just don't really care about many of these lesser IPs. Okay, I think there's a difference between like Fire Emblem and Xenoblade is that those characters have representation in Smash Bros. So they're gonna do pretty well. Yeah, 1 year later, right if the Tail fans are just posting whoppers when they claim they want to bring back its lesser known IPs. They refuse to put out the money where their mouth is when they said the IPs are brought back. As well, I heard Nintendo will bring back one of the old franchises. Pick. No, not that one. I do think Nintendo will probably try to make a new F-Zero remaster or something, and as well, or try to bring back Kid Icarus again. See if people actually do want to see another Kid Icarus game. And heck, maybe pretty soon we might see a remake of Earthbound with Mother 3. Say, hey, do people actually want the series to come back? Heck, we don't have to we can make an entirely separate series, separate from the canon timeline from the Earthbound, because I think Nintendo could definitely do that, or make Atlas or Monolith Soft make them, because Nintendo doesn't have to develop Earthbound 4 or Mother 4, and they don't have to even connect it with the previous 3 games. They can make it, a new storyline. I know the creator of Earthbound doesn't want any more games, but considering how much people want new content from that series, I wouldn't be surprised if it's inevitable Nintendo does try to bring back that IP, almost certainly. But yeah, it is pretty funny that these people begged for Advance Wars to come back. But again, it really shows you don't listen to these people. You just don't listen to them. Because the things that they want are just completely petty things. Like these people whined about King K. Rool being in some of the newer Game Boy games. So guess what? Nintendo removed King K. Rool from all these games because they listened to Nintendo Power. Okay, yeah. Now people are begging for Nintendo to bring back King K. Rool because guess what? People grew up with those games or have memories of King K. Rool and say, why is Nintendo getting rid of this character? Why is Nintendo scrubbing this character under the radar? Same thing with Mario RPG. Sometimes people do put their money where their mouth is. Like Mario RPG gained a remake that sold relatively well, and Final Fantasy Adora sold pretty well. People want Pikmin to return, so guess what? Nintendo brought back Pikmin 3, that sold pretty well. So they finally made Pikmin 4, that sold pretty well. And sometimes it is successful. Okay, Fire Emblem. They brought back Fire Emblem because people want to see a new Fire Emblem game for the 3DS. And that would be the last game. And guess what? We have Fire Emblem as a major recurring Nintendo franchise by Intelligent Systems. Same thing with Xenoblade. People really wanted to give Xenoblade a chance. Xenoblade's fans were hoping Nintendo would finally give Xenoblade the chance it deserves instead of being, hard to get. And guess what? Same thing with Pikmin as well. I think Nintendo should try to remake the first Chibi Robo game. See if that will sell. I probably would buy it because I remember the first game. And hopefully Nintendo realizes that that's the type of game that people who play the original game want, and not a game about going to a park or a crappy 2D side scroller. And that's about this video here. Goodbye.